Talking to myself and feeling old. Sometimes I'd like to quit. Nothing ever seems to fit. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
What I've got they used to call.
welcome to Deep Cuts, a very special edition of Deep Cuts.
Nothing is really wrong.
I'm one of your co-hosts,
Feeling like I don't belong.
Paul Carganilla.
Walking around.
I'd like to invite all the other co-hosts in here. Give it up for Craig Jackman, Amanda Benjamin, and David Benjamin. This was really like a last minute get together. Like, what are we all doing tonight? Does anybody want to hang out and do a deep cut? And we'll dedicate it to our friend, our stream director, Sam Mikulich. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday out there, Sam.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Birthday.
Woo woo!
We do a Zoom happy birthday too.
Can we do what?
Should we do a Zoom happy birthday too, like we do on the picnic?
Yeah, let us know if you are celebrating a birthday as well this week. I know Denny Eagle just did.
Oh, not me.
Yes.
Not you. Just in the chat, I mean. Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Yeah, it's just hanging around tonight, you know?
Sam's here. Look at that. He's in the
I know.
show.
I'm so excited. Sam's here.
I totally thought he would be doing something like, I don't know, some birthday.
If you've seen Sam's Facebook, it's it's been a good.
Well, he was in Vegas, or is he still in Vegas? I can't
A
remember
man of
where he's at right
mystery.
now. Sam, where are you?
But we are so proud to be among the people who get to call Sam Mikulich a friend. And among
Amen.
whom he calls a friend because he's an outstanding human being and he gives so much of himself to this network and to all of the performers here just to help spread the love of the Vaudacity Network and get us out there week by week. And hi, everybody streaming at home. We're in 21 households right now. It looks like
Woo!
watching the show here on Sunday night. Go ahead and give the video a like. Even if it's not Sunday night when you're watching it, give the video a like. Make sure you're subscribed. I think we just hit a milestone. Did we hit another milestone on this?
I think we did. I think we're at 15. Yeah, 15 or 1,540.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you, each and every one of you, for subscribing.
And because it is Sam's birthday and he means so much to us, every one of these deep cuts, of course, we have a different theme. And we kind of all just decided it's Sam's birthday. Let's do a show about friendship,
Yeah.
support. And so that's what we're doing here tonight. We've got a wheel as run by our wheel master, Amanda Benjamin, who has a big announcement. If you haven't made it yet, have you announced your big...
We did. We set it on the Pickers Circle. So yes.
Oh, okay. And we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But if you're used to tuning in on Monday nights to Amanda's show, Amanda on Amanda, got big news. Stay tuned for that if you missed it on the Picker Circle.
And I actually did make a Facebook post too. But if you haven't seen that either.
You're not Facebook friends with Amanda.
Facebook friends. If you haven't seen the Pickers Circle, then be ready.
I am absolutely mystified over
Yeah,
here.
David has no idea what I'm talking
Not a
about.
clue. We don't talk.
No, never.
Well, what, you're in separate rooms anyways, like
All right.
one floor
I have
separating,
my
right?
room up here.
Yeah, yeah. We just kind of yell,
Okay.
If you know and love Amanda's show like the rest of us do, you know she is the master of the wheel. So she's got all of our names on the wheel here this evening. And we might spin it. We might each spin it twice. Who knows? Because there are just so few of us here tonight. But we have a lot of celebrating to do. So let's just go ahead and get it
Start it.
Spinning. Starting.
All right. Here we go. The first one of the night.
Hip, hip, hooray.
I'm happy.
Okay.
Start it off.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay, Paul. So friendship for you. I mean, I guess it's a double thing tonight because we want to talk about a little bit about Sam as well as what friendship is for you and your song. So share, please.
well, he's always been one of the most supportive, even before COVID, before Vaudacity started, just like, he's just always been the most supportive guy. You could always count on him to be there for you, whatever you needed, whether it was, he would mix sound for the Live Polly's Picnics. He obviously recorded sound on a lot of my film projects, but even before that, just being the most incredible audience member, the most supportive, morally supportive person. I'll never forget the first time I did stand-up was at Dan Franklin and Johnny Gomez's CD release parties on the Queen Mary, and I'll never forget seeing Sam just in the center of the crowd, just like giving me like the most love and positive feedback, just from the middle of the dance floor in this like crowded dance floor, just seeing Sam towering over everyone and just like beaming support from where he was, and thinking, dude, that guy's so awesome. That was before we were even like good friends, but I was just remember thinking that dude is awesome. Yeah, and then we became friends, and he's just become more awesome every day. That's it. We're gonna talk about him a lot more, but this song was actually speaking of friendship and support, was actually requested for me to do by another friend, Emily Thatcher. I see her in the chat long ago. And
Where did that come from? That must have been Sam coming in, channeling from wherever it is he is.
I'm going to close my face, but that might be my, I don't know what that
That sounds like when your computer does something. It's like, I finished this check.
Yeah, that one.
For a sec, I thought it was me, but then I
No, nothing
muted
popped
myself
up
a
for
second
me.
ago, so it wouldn't have. If my computer made noise, it wouldn't have come through.
So Emily requested this back when I was really starting out playing guitar, and I was just like, yeah, that's a complicated tune. I don't think I can sing and play that yet. I'll work on it. So I revisited it with the theme of this evening. I was like, I should revisit and see if I can even play that now. And I think it's presentable. So here is from Toy Story. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Mulligan. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got troubles, well, I got them too. There isn't anything I would not do for you. We stick together, yeah, we see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Some other folks may be a little little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, boy, as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me.
That was great.
Dang. Yeah, obviously the iconic Toy Story, the iconic song from the iconic movie.
I agree with Corey Benjamin. What a great song to lead off the show with.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And also, it's an iconic movie song, which, might come up in the show pretty soon.
Ooh.
Next weekend, 1 week from tonight, Polly's Online Variety Show. Polly's Online Variety Show returns with songs from movie soundtracks. So join us.
Like we planned it that way.
Almost.
And there's so many songs to select
Oh my
from,
gosh.
too.
I was like, I don't know what I'm going to play. There's too many.
I need to start thinking about it, actually.
I remember I think it was last August or last July, we did songs that were not nominated for an Oscar.
It was one of my first shows. It might have been the first one or maybe the second one.
I remember you doing that
No,
show.
second one, I think. So I know the Good versus Evil was my first one.
Yeah.
And then we did the movies.
And yeah,
coming back around.
Coming back around. So this one, the even back then, the catalog of choices to choose from for Oscar nominated songs
Oh, gosh.
is vast. But now it's for next weekend, it's just a song from a movie soundtrack, and so
Anything.
we'll see what people pull out and bring out for the return of Polly's Online Variety Show.
Plus, there's going to be comedy.
Improv comedy and music.
I'm going to be so rusty, you guys.
I'm trying to think of, I think there's at least one movie that has like no music whatsoever, and I can't remember what it is, but I think I'll play something from that, and I'll just sit here for 10 minutes.
That's like saying you're going to play 420. You're going to play 422.
4 minutes 33 seconds.
33.
There are 3 movements in that though, because you put the piano lid down and lift it up again a couple of times.
It's John Cage. It's weird.
It's weird, but I did an analysis on that piece in college because it's literally the performer sits at the piano and doesn't do anything other than lowering the lid at a prescribed time and raising it again right away and then doing it again a minute or two later. But conceptually, the brilliance in that piece of music, so to speak, is that instead of the piano being the thing making the piece of music, everything except the piano is the work of art, is the music.
So somebody coughing.
Yeah, somebody coughing, but okay, fine.
Almost sounds like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
It's-
Even though I know he was playing music, but
Yeah, and
I
and
can see that
don't
up.
get me wrong, I'm not a fan of John Cage. It's just weird. I mean, the guy used to screw nuts and bolts onto his piano strings to change the sound. It's just weird stuff.
It's weird. Anyways.
Anyway,
Speaking of weird, it's time to spin that wheel.
yeah,
You like my transition?
yeah.
that was a great segue.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, my froze. And it's me.
It is you.
It's me.
Your mattress is me.
I don't know.
David, what made you love and appreciate Sam this week?
Just as you said, his overall support for everything. I mean, he's produced my shows. He's done graphics for me. He's just always been there, acting as support. And obviously, I didn't know him before the pandemic, but I feel very, very fortunate that he's part of my life now. I mean, he's just such a great guy.
You're
And
stuck
I
with
always-
us, Sam.
Yeah, I always look forward to working with him. And
Sorry.
he's great. great at what he does, and it's fun hanging out with him. So yeah, absolutely. Happy birthday, Sam. I don't know if you caught it earlier because we were all kind of talking over each other.
I forget. He's what, 38 today, I think?
I think 24.
I was gonna say.
All right.
Actually, well, his age is also
Ageless.
possibly.
He's rewinding it with
I was just gonna say that. Is Easy Benjamin buttoning it? Another movie.
Yes.
Are there any memorable tunes from Benjamin Button?
I don't remember.
Ugh, have to look that one up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
look
they're all
up the
played
Benjamin
backwards.
Button soundtrack later.
Speaking of Benjamin Button, what are you playing, David?
David Benjamin.
But I'm cute as a button.
David Benjamin Button.
So,
Okay, so I'm going with the first piece that I thought of when we were told earlier today what the theme is. It's a piece by Mendelssohn called Duetto. And I thought of it because it's like a duet. It's written for solo piano, but it's like a duet, and then there's two very clear melody lines kind of going back and forth and almost talking to each other, kind of like friends. It's going to be kind of interesting because I realized just before we got on the show, the reason why it didn't feel, in terms of physically playing it, why it didn't feel as familiar as I thought it should, was because I was confusing it with the piece in the book right before this one. Even though this one was the one I was thinking of and it was the right one, the one I wanted to pick, yeah, the actual physics of playing it is the piece before is what I was thinking of. So Amanda, that's why I was getting so frustrated with it today, because I was like, why don't I know this? Oh, it's because it's not the one.
Is that what was happening?
ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens on show day in the Benjamin household.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They find out show day is going to be show day at around noon, 1 o'clock.
Yes, exactly. And especially, yeah, when you go back in your catalog of pieces you haven't played in years and discover you really haven't played this one. And but it's a great piece of music. Like I said, two pretty clear melody lines. And it popped into mind immediately when we found out the theme was friendship. And so
What's it called?
it is one of Mendelssohn's songs without words. He published, I don't know, like 50 or 60 of them over the course of his life. And they're written, back in the 19th century, it was, and earlier too, it was very common to have songs written for piano and voice. And so the piano would have some kind of like either chordal accompaniment where you're just kind of like almost like a guitar, right? You're just kind of doing this stuff, or you could have something like that going, and then there would be a melody line going up there in the treble. And so what Mendelssohn did was he wrote what would have been a vocal line, he wrote that into the piano part and called it Songs Without Words. So it's written very much in a song style, very much a singing style, but it is a solo piano piece. And he kind of pioneered that form of music, and it was used by a lot of other later composers too. So if you watch my show, which I'm moving to Tuesdays starting this week, I'm doing kind of shamelessly plugging my show here for a sec. I'm doing works by female composers from the 19th century, and a couple of those by one of the women are called Songs Without Words. So
Nice.
popular form, pioneered by Felix Mendelssohn, and this is Opus 38, number 6, one of the few that he gave a title to called Duetto.
Nice.
So pretty. So pretty.
David, what was the name of that song again? Because some people were
Opus
asking in the chat.
38, number 6.
Yes, Opus 38, number 6. It's one of his songs without words. It's called Duetto. It's an A flat major.
Love it. Nice job, Paul. Because you're a scholar.
Mendelssohn's a wonderful, wonderful composer, and a lot of people probably don't realize he was not only a brilliant composer, brilliant musician. He was as far as I know, a very good, if not virtuoso violinist. He was a virtuoso pianist. He was a conductor. He single-handedly revived the music of Johann Sebastian Bach. He's the reason why we know Bach's music today, because Bach had fallen into disfavor. He was seen as a backwards-looking composer towards the end of his life, and people weren't paying much attention to him anymore. Mendelssohn discovered him and was like, holy smokes, this guy is brilliant. So Mendelssohn's the reason for all that. And on top of that, he was an incredible watercolor painter, and I think he made some contributions to chemistry. So it's like,
That's
this
right.
guy was just a friggin' genius.
Cool.
Some people. Man.
Awesome.
Of course, he also died at the age of 39, so there's that.
A lot of people did at that time, though. So.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't make it as far as Sam.
No. Sam, you beat Mendelssohn.
Yeah. Sam,
Dang, good job, Sam.
Sam greater sign. Wait.
Yes.
Yes, there you go.
Sign.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Sam
No, you were right. The other way.
sign Mendelssohn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a shirt that says that. Sam greater. All right, let's spin that wheel.
Right, let's see. Who is next? We have a 50-50 chance. Here we go.
Music's so happy.
I know.
Aha. Okay.
Okay. So Emily Thatcher was right.
What was Emily Thatcher right about?
Asked a couple people who they thought was going to go next. If it was going to be you, right? And Emily thought it was going to be you.
Oh.
Who do you think is going to go next?
Okay. Well, thank you, Emily. The premonition is there.
Craig, what made you appreciate Sam this week?
Well, you know what? I'm going to say it's not just this week. It's pretty much all the time. I've learned a lot from Sam. I mean, not just technically, but just he's got a great ear. He listens to people. He's there with a big smile, and like in a sense, like what you were saying, Paul. Even at the concerts and the shows when he's not technically helping you, he's front row center. And if you need a smiling face, he is right there. You can just look down at him. He's got that big grin on his face. He is just, I mean, not only an amazing support person right there in front of you, but he's just a really amazing friend. And I really do value him as not just a technical genius, but as a friend. So, Sam, happy birthday.
Did you hear that, Sam? Craig said you're technically a genius.
He probably knows that anyway.
So on this first revolution of the wheel, what are you singing for us this evening?
Well, I pulled a song that has actually friends in the title.
He also Sam also loves the show Friends.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen all.
Yes.
It's true.
Okay, but I'm not doing that one. So, that's not to say we might still not hear from that song later. We don't know yet, but we'll find out.
I have to bookmark a comment from Mike Pierce in the chat right now. He says, Sam and I sung a lot of Bon Jovi songs together in Big Bear. It was a lovely time. We've got stories about that.
Oh yes.
But,
I don't know if we still have I don't know if we have video of that or not.
I think Sam deleted all of the videos. Sorry, Craig. So,
No, that's fine.
which Friends song is it?
Okay, well, the song for tonight dates back to March 1967. What?
Said pre-friends.
Pre-Friends. When the amazing writing team of John Lennon and Paul McCartney specifically wrote this song for their drummer's track on the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album. So I think you kind of get a hint as to where this is going. Both say that the song was written 50-50, in other words, McCartney and Lennon. And lots of great things about this song. One of the items I found about it was that Lennon and McCartney deliberately wrote the tune within a limited range to accommodate Ringo Starr, except for the last note, which he had to work on to achieve. And speaking in a magazine called Anthology, Ringo Starr explained that he insisted on changing the first line of the song, which was originally, "What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you throw ripe tomatoes at me?" So that fans would not throw tomatoes at him.
That's fair.
Should he perform it live, they changed it. So here is the Ringo Starr song as the character Billy Shears that everybody hears at the beginning of that Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band first song. They mix one song into the other to make it sound like it's a big, big show. So here is With a Little Help from My Friends.
Greg Jackman.
What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with little help from my friends. I get high with little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? 'Cause they worried to be alone. How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with little help from my friends. I get high with little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the lights? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with little help from my friends. I get high with little help from my friends. Yes, I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I just need someone to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with little help from my friends. Yes, I get high with little help from my friends. A little help from my friends. Happy birthday, Sam, and great for you to be part of your friend.
Yay.
Sounded awesome, Craig.
Yeah.
Thank
love
you.
that.
Bravo.
I wasn't gonna sure if I was gonna have the Billy Shears.
Hey, that was the lead. If you heard it,
What?
it was barely there in the lead up because I was trying to make it so that because the one song goes right into the other.
It does. I always see that's another one that came not from a movie, but was in a movie.
Yes,
You've seen The Yellow Submarine.
Absolutely. Oh gosh, that whole album and that
I
all the
know.
songs in there.
I always tell people I grew up watching that movie all the time. My brother showed it to me when I was real little, and so I just loved it. And so I grew
Yeah.
up listening. I mean, I grew up listening to all the Beatles. I love them dearly. But
To blow meanie.
I
We
always
have
love
to
it.
say a couple of thank yous.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
In the super chat, thank you, Emily Thatcher. Emily Thatcher says, we get by with a little help from our VAM. Love you guys. Heart, heart, heart. Love you, Emily. Thank you so much for that generous tip in the super chat. We were hoping she would join us for the show tonight. Of course,
Aw.
she's got a little bit of an excuse being about
big of
to
an excuse
pop,
is it now?
but
I don't even know.
Nicole Pierce, of course. Thank you, Nicole.
Yay, thank you.
I can't see from where I'm sitting. It looks like the sweet lemon person's about to blast this lime in the face with a
It's a present.
Oh, from where I am.
Yeah, it's a present.
What do you call
Oh
it?
yes, I see
Are you
that.
thinking a
Yeah.
slingshot?
Oh, okay.
But we'll go with the blast lime in the face. That's
This monitor's too far away from me, I think.
Well, that's like one time I thought it was a maraca and I was really excited, and then they're like, "No, it's just a mirror."
You're about to be assassinated, Lime.
You're about ready to sacrifice yourself for 7-Up.
And Kelsey Blaine Gibson. She says, friends keep us going when we're down. Sam is one of a million. That's true.
Aw, it's true.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely, positively.
And of course, if you want to support the show by supporting the cast members here tonight, you can certainly drop into the Google Super Chat right there. And anything you write while the show is live will be read right here while the show is live. Now, there may be a second revolution of the wheel, just as there have been 38 revolutions of the Earth around the sun for Sam Miklich. But
Plus or minus 3.
should we?
Yes, Sam, we haven't actually gotten the number for your birthday yet that I saw. Hint, hint, hint.
Am I making him way too old? Is he 35?
33.
28.
17.
Just keep going down. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Button.
Amanda's the last one on the
Yeah,
wheel.
on
Some
the
people
first-
like to spin it when there's one person on it.
It's okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah. I sometimes do, but today, since we have 2 rounds, well, I'll skip mine.
Well, what made you appreciate Sam this week?
I mean, it's like everybody said. Well, I mean, like this week, obviously, Sam has been helping me with my show, and every time I have a question, it's there. Let's do this, let's do that, and just so supportive of everything. And like what you guys were saying too. I was thinking about how Sam is always the same, that person that you see in the audience, right? That you're like, I can latch onto. And I remember the first time that I did a performance, now I can't say post-pandemic, but like post-early pandemic. It was at the Emery's, and I was so nervous and like
Family reunion.
know what to do. Well, it was before that even, because we had the
That's
the
right.
one that we did, and I was so nervous, like with everything. It was nervous to be performing again. It was nervous with the pandemic. It was, everything, and meeting new people in person for the first time, and and Sam was in the audience, and I was like, and he was just there, right? And you could see him, and he was like holding up a drink and cheering and doing all this stuff, and it was like immediately, I was just like, I was scared to be around people, but I was like, I want to be around Sam. I want to go sit by Sam, because he just had this aura where you feel comfortable right away. Even though I'd never met Sam, I was like, I want to go sit next to Sam and we eat s'mores. Just because I felt so comfortable and happy, with that aura. So, yeah, I appreciate that.
First revolution this evening.
Yes. All right. So, yeah, I decided one of the songs that I picked was Benny King, Stand By Me. just adore it. It's such a that friendship of no matter what, we'll be there for each other and we'll stick together.
Love it, ladies and gentlemen. Amanda Benjamin, Benny Kings, Stand By Me.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should crumble and fall, or the mountain should tumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand now? Stand by me.
It's so beautiful.
Such a cool
Oh,
version.
wow. What a great interpretation.
Yeah, I love it. I was like, oh yeah.
No, I want to find the sheet music for that so I can actually play the piano part next time she sings it.
Maybe we'll have to do that on my show sometime.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah,
See, now that was a slow version because I've heard a little bit of a different version. The popular version's a little bit
Just a
faster
happier.
and a little
not
more
fast, but-
funky, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit more mellow.
Just a beautiful job, Amanda. And like,
hmm
it's really hard to say this to people without sounding like an asshole.
Where's this going?
Here I go.
On my face shield. Okay.
Like no, like you've been blowing me away lately. Like you blew me away when you first came on the network.
Yeah.
I was just like, this girl is so talented. She has an amazing voice. But lately, I've just been like, Amanda, you're just like I don't know what you're doing, but you're drilling holes and shit, and you're hitting grand slams, and it's just,
Oh, thank you.
you're killing it,
hmm
Yeah.
And if I may add to Paul, it's a lot of genres too.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
not just musical theater. It's not just rock. It's country. It's you do spread yourself around, and musically, your voice goes in many directions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love all kinds of music, so I like to spread my wings and just go for it. I talked about that before on other shows. I know for sure I talked about it on my show. It's just like being done with the box, that people are like, you sing this because this is what you should be doing, and I'm like, no, that's not me.
I feel like every vocalist has a sweet spot. Like there's a place
sure.
where your voice lands. Like I can be singing some Matchbox 20, but Josh Groban, I'll jump off a cliff instead. Yeah. But I feel like your sweet spot is just like expanding and enveloping more genres, and that was fantastic.
Yeah, and we have a super chat that I think Amanda should read.
Oh, it's from. Oh, okay. Just that I didn't know if that was an extra message from my mom. Thank you. Says thanks for being you.
Well, we've reached the end of the wheel this evening, so thanks everybody for being here. Happy birthday, Sam. We love you. Shortest show in the history of Vaudacity.
Bye. Night. Well, it's good timing because I need to go take the dog out so she can go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Does that make him not have to get on the wheel again? Should we spin the wheel again? I think we should spin the wheel. I think we should.
Let me I forgot to.
You got to put it back together though, right?
You have to reassemble the wheel for a second revolution.
Yes. Well, you guys can't. I'm not showing my screen right now, but I clicked over to it, and it's spun. It spun for me.
It'll be it's spun for Amanda.
It's fun for me. Like I just clicked on the window and it was like do 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 do.
I guess you're going again, Amanda.
I know. Okay.
It'll be interesting to see how this rigged wheel does, if we have the same names on it back to back.
I don't think it's in the same order anymore though. So.
Oh, well,
but if it spins and we end up in the same order,
then we know something's going on.
Yeah, it's like how the Emerys and Dari are always chosen. Dari.
Dari on my show lately too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Everywhere. All right, so here it is. Let's see.
If it's David, we'll just wait for Lucy and David to get
I'll be like, Lucy, get inside.
Gotta love the music.
Amanda's going back to back.
Oh my! Maybe we're going in reverse order.
Okay, well then, it's me.
So Amanda, what made you hate Sam?
Is that even possible?
Like yin and yang, right? We got to bring the wheel back. What made you appreciate your friends and friendship and support this week?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. There's so much. I'm like, where do I even start? Just friends, especially being in a new job and unfamiliar places, and I'm like, oh, what am I doing? So I have some friends that we text back and forth and just you're doing a great job. My friend also lives in Connecticut, and so they had the big hurricane. She works in New York, and she so she had the big hurricanes out there. So she's been like, you won't believe what's happening out here. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm over here. I'm in a new job. But she's still she is still there, even though she's dealing with all of this stuff at her work, is still there to be like, you're doing great. So I always appreciate friends who, despite their busy lives, and it's not just the one friend, but I'm just giving that as an example, friends who have busy lives, who have kids and hectic jobs and everything, but still take a moment out of your day to encourage you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that. And in the spirit of friendship, and it's loving the support from good friends, ladies and gentlemen, here's Amanda singing
I'll Be There For You.
I knew it was there.
It's here. Oh, hold on. iPad problems. There we go. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. You This job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work began at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she did not tell you when the world has brought you down to your knees. That I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me, no one could ever see me. It seems you're the only one who knows what it's like to be me. Someone to face the day with, make it through all the rest with. Someone I'll always laugh with, even at my worst I'm best with you. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
And Benjamin.
Hey. I can't believe I got my 2 out in a row. God.
Why?
Feels rigged.
I know, right?
It's rigged in one way or another, I think.
Yes.
I did have to miss part of that song, unfortunately, but Amanda will be very happy that I did, because I assisted a cricket outside.
Yes, I am. I
I looked on the floor
actually,
and there's a cricket hopping around over here.
I was wondering because I noticed through my headphones I was hearing crickets earlier as we were
Really?
talking. Yeah,
Oh.
and I was like, I hit my microphone mute or my Zoom mute button, and I stopped hearing
Oh,
crickets.
maybe
I was
they're friends.
You sure Buddy Holly wasn't there?
like, maybe.
Pretty sure she was hearing your cricket.
Crickets are lucky after all. I mean,
David. It's wonderful. I don't know if we've talked about it here on the show or on the network, but I have. So I've seen like 2 or 3 episodes of Friends, and my in-laws live down the street from one of the people who worked on the show as a set decorator, and we actually we have a table. There's apparently a whole episode about. It's a apothecary table. There's an episode about an apothecary table, and we have that. And because he was selling it at a garage sale, and we were like, hey, we'll take it. And he's like, this is from Friends, and we were like, great.
okay.
We just want that coffee table. It looks really nice. It has a lot of drawers. So yeah, but it's like collecting dust in our garage. I don't know if someday we might do something with it, but
Maybe.
we have a piece of Friends history here in our home.
Yes.
I need to,
Ace.
I need to watch that episode. Apparently. Wheel
Yeah.
time.
Don Emery says, let's pivot to a new song.
Yes, Don was sharing a shirt earlier today that has pivot. Pivot.
I saw that. And I was like, hey, that's going to be fun later.
What's that mean?
Because in the show they were carrying a couch up a tiny hallway.
But it's a stairwell.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
One of those
stairwell.
super narrow New York apartment building
And it was a
stairwells.
big old couch. And so they kept trying to do it, and Ross kept being like, pivot, pivot.
And of course, I mean, the couch doesn't actually fit up the stairwell.
So yeah, it's a whole scene.
Pivot, 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 and then I guess shut up, shut up, shut up.
Yeah.
I have to watch.
Probably the most famous scene in
It
the
really
entire
is,
Friends show.
definitely.
That and when Joey gets a turkey on his head. But
We just started watching. Speaking of Jennifer Aniston, we just started watching the morning show.
I've been trying to make time to watch that. There's so much to watch on,
We've never watched before, but we started watching shows, and we're like, "What do we watch?" And like, it's
so many
really,
great shows.
really good. We're a couple episodes in, but it's really good.
Yeah, we've been watching Ted Lasso, so that's our Apple.
That won several awards tonight on the Emmys.
We watched the pilot of that. We watched.
One, you know what? Oh, I wish it could totally star Everly. But there's a show we really liked that's called Home Before Dark.
oh yeah,
It's really good. It's like about a young girl, and she's
like, what,
basically
9 or
an
10?
investigative reporter.
Oh,
Mm.
Very smart, and so she starts investigating a murder, or a
Yeah.
disappearance. I guess it wasn't a murder, but it was a disappearance.
well, it starts with a suspicious death, and then
Oh, that's right.
there's also
Yeah,
a disappearance intertwined in there.
and it's really really good. Very
also
good.
started watching.
That one's on Apple TV.
Mm-hmm.
I think on the last In the Cove episode, Jamie and I were like, "What are you guys watching?" And I think it was Dari who said, "Only Murders in the Building."
Oh,
So good.
yes,
Yeah,
We love
that's Steve Martin and Martin Short.
and Selena Gomez, yeah,
And Selena Gomez, yes.
and Steve Martin and Martin Short are hysterical.
Oh, and I saw Jamie's impression of Selena Gomez, which is
How did you feel about it? Accurate?
it was hilarious because she does that, and you're like,
Does what?
she
It's
does,
very hard to
talks
understand
without moving her
Very hard to
mouth.
understand what she says. Yes.
She does like there's almost no movement here. It's weird.
Yeah.
Her expression is all up here.
I didn't know if that's just a her thing or if that's a character choice because
I
I'm
don't know.
not familiar with Selena Gomez's
Me
work.
neither.
Yeah, I've never seen her in anything else,
Yeah.
or heard her singing, for that matter.
Well, let's go with Don Emery's choice of
Yes.
pivot. Yeah.
Pivot. We have 3 more performers. So
Yeah, it's
Time for another pivot.
hey, it's me.
back to
Hello,
back.
me. The me known as David.
Yes.
Going directly backwards in order yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, no, I went after Craig last time.
right. So, David,
Yes, Paul.
what made you like Friends this week? Not the show, but like
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh gosh. Well, I've got to go. My wife is my best friend, and I'm not just
Aw.
saying that to be sappy. She really is. And just you have days, especially during the pandemic, you have days that are just, for whatever reason, a whole lot tougher than others. And this week, especially this past week, she's been my cheerleader when I've had days where I just felt really down, and she's been there, like, happy and cheerful. Okay, let's look at the bright side of things. And I mean, not that tritely, of course. She's much better.
Always look on the bright side of
I'm
life.
doing a bad job of explaining this, but she's been fantastic, and I've been very, very appreciative of that.
but,
Oh, you're muted. Oh, there you are.
depressing piece are you playing because
I'm playing something depressing. Why would I do that?
I'm joking.
I mean, it has a depressing part. Anyway, so what I'm playing, this one's a piece by Brahms, And since mentally, because of my piano was built in the late 1880s, I mentally kind of date everything relative to the piano. And so this piece was actually composed and published around the time this piano was built. I don't know specifically what year, but late 1880s. It was one of Brahms's last opuses before he died in the 1890s. And I don't know if you guys remember in the initial chat about whether or not we were going to do this episode. In my defense, this was before, because I think several messages have gone back and forth. So the bit about the show being for Sam and friendship and all that had disappeared off the screen. So when I saw Paul jokingly suggesting something in the chat as far as the theme goes, I mean, I figured he had to be joking. And then he said, no, I'm kidding. It's friendship. And I put in the chat, well, can we combine those two themes of sexual tension and friendship and go with friends with benefits? Joking myself. And then I saw a little while later, I saw the bit about this being for Sam. And I was like, oh, oops.
Oh.
Let me explain.
Yeah,
So
I was going to say, because you didn't say the first part. So
these Facebook Messenger threads, and there's a bazillion of them. Nobody knows who's in which one and what.
No.
Yada yada.
you always have to be like, which
Which
one is
thread
it?
is this? Who's gonna read this message?
Yeah.
So I was writing like around noon today. I was writing to the regular deep cuts performers, and I said, who would be up for doing a show tonight? It's Sam's birthday. We'll dedicate the show to Sam. So naturally, the theme will be sexual tension, sexuality, sex. And
I didn't see, I saw that part, but all the stuff preceding it, I didn't see.
And for the record, this isn't the first time that like you made a joke like that. And I think that it's hilarious because every single time you say that and nobody responds. You're like, just kidding, it's a joke.
Serious?
yeah, a lot of people take me seriously whenever I'm typing anything, whether it's at work or at home or talking to my wife. So I just said, like, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But the theme would be friendship, friends, support.
So I went the friends with benefits route, and I actually found a way to work that in my next musical piece selection.
Oh,
It's by Brahms, and it's well known that Brahms was a very, very, very close friend of the Schumann family. Robert Schumann, another famous 19th century composer, who died in the mid-1850s. He died at the age of 46. He was pretty young too. But his wife, Clara, lived until her mid-70s. She was around a lot longer. And after Robert Schumann's death, Robert and Johannes Brahms had been very, very close friends. Brahms continued to be a very good friend of the family. I feel like I read somewhere he might have been a godparent to one or more of the Schumann's children. And given how close he was with the Schumann family, it is thought that perhaps there was a little more going on between him and Clara than just mere friendship.
Yes.
He was a good, 13, 14 years older than him. And who is calling me right now?
I was gonna say that.
That wasn't me.
Is that a Skype ring? Is somebody Skyping you?
I don't know what that was.
Speaking of sexual tension. Anyway,
Nothing does it for me like Skype.
That was Schumann calling.
It's called,
Did you just say?
that was not
good timing, Schumann.
the ghost of Schumann's past. Yes. Anyhow, yeah, it's thought. I mean, neither of them ever said anything about other than that they were very good friends. But Clara Schumann was also, in addition to Robert Schumann and Johannes Brahms, that all three of them were virtuoso concert pianists. And Clara premiered a number of Brahms's piano works over the years. And so this particular opus, opus 118, so I think he published like 120 something opuses. It was towards the end of his life. And he dedicated this opus, these 6 piano pieces to Clara. I don't know offhand if she premiered them. I think she was in her late 60s, early 70s by this point, by the time they were published. I don't know if she was actually performing anymore at that point. But anyhow, all 6 of them, yet none of them have anything to do with each other. They were, in terms of thematics or anything like that, they were just all published at the same time. So I have picked out the second piece in the set of 6 to play for you guys tonight.
Yay. All right.
second piece. David Benjamin.
So nice.
With number 118.
Opus number 118, number 2. The second piece in the set of 6, yes.
I'm aware.
Because somebody's a scholar.
No, it's just...
Although I have to say, one way I think of Opus, I don't know how many people remember Bloom County Comics, Opus the Penguin.
Oh, yes.
Opus. Yeah.
Yeah, with Bill the Cat.
I
Always
see.
hacking up a
In
hairball.
this case, in case anybody, that brings to mind, in case anybody's wondering where the word opus came from and why it's used in the musical context, it's the Latin word for work. So it's a work of music, work of art.
And that makes sense for how I know Opus, and that's Mr. Holland.
Mr. Holland's Opus.
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
Beautiful work. Beautiful job. Beautiful Opus. David Benjamin. David.
Yay.
Yes, and Brahms was well known for purposely writing stuff that was awkward to play. He liked to do that for some reason.
I just purposely write scripts that are awkward to perform.
You like awkward characters. That's okay.
That's just what I do.
So does that
That
mean
just
you
means
have
you
to
have
get the actress Aquafina?
Oh.
Yeah, but you have
Would
to
that
serve
be-
it to her in a way that's just off kilter or whatever. So it's
So that would be awkward.
awkward.
Fina.
Fina. Yes.
Awkward feet.
Okay. Which, by the way, she was very good in Shang-Chi.
I haven't
I
seen
haven't
it
seen
yet.
that.
Yeah.
Jake?
Yeah.
I do recommend it. It's a really good movie.
I've heard it's good.
Speaking of really good movies, let's talk about what's coming up here this week on Vaudacity.
Ooh, yes. Like...
Good movies. Like Tuesday night, The Panano Man. If you liked what you just heard from David Benjamin, just wait for a fresh hour of classical piano and puns performed live. David, is this at 7:30? We couldn't figure it out.
Sure. Yeah, 7:30 sounds like a good time.
Or what time would you like to do it?
Probably 7:30 actually is a very good time to do it. And as I indicated early on in the show, I will be featuring piano pieces by female 19th century composers. There's some really good stuff in there.
Tuesday night at 7:30, followed by his better half, Amanda, on her new night, Wednesday night. It's
Yeah.
Broadway week.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some Broadway songs. It's gonna be really fun.
And how do songs land on your wheel?
That's a good question. So if you would like to request a song that I sing, and I do need some new Broadway requests, so please send them in tonight or tomorrow. You can go to www.vaudacity.online and request several pieces, because I get all these things in a spreadsheet, and then I pick different songs that people request. I try to get 10 or so songs onto the wheel, 10 to 12 usually, and then I spin it, and it's totally random, so I need some people to send them in.
It's totally random. It's not fixed at all.
No,
Not at all.
I do usually pick one song though.
Yes. Although sometimes she does get a rigged wheel.
It does happen.
I'm just teasing, but
Yeah.
there's always so much chatter in the chat about the rigged.
It is because it's always it's so far it's been like Dawn, Dari, and Craig. Especially Dari will go, I hope my song comes up, and then it pops up. So
And we have seen that in the chat.
literally
Yes.
funny.
After Wednesday comes Thursday, and every Thursday. Are you sure he's playing this week, Craig?
Yeah. His plan is to play this week, even though he did say he was going to be out of town.
Okay.
But he said, go ahead and put it on. And if he doesn't make it, he will let everybody know. But this is the plan.
His girlfriend in the chat says, nope.
He's out. He said that he was gonna try at a show. He said he was gonna try.
Yeah, I read the same thing that Amanda did. So
But who knows?
Christina just
And that chat message just disappeared.
I know. So
Just
basically, the takeaway from that is to make sure that you are subscribed to Vaudacity Network. So if Hunter chooses to do
Tune
a
in.
show, you get a little ding
tune
ding.
in Thursday night. Yes.
yes, Thursday night at 6. And then,
Of course, the big return of Polly's online variety show
woo!
with live improv comedy and music celebrating movies. We are back Friday night. I'm sorry, Sunday night.
Or Saturday or Monday or
David
Subscribe
Tuesday,
so you know.
Amanda Wednesday, Hunter maybe Thursday. Polly's online variety show will be Sunday night at 6 p.m.
Ooh.
Hope you will join us then. It's going to be a great time. Hunter says he's counting on having Wi-Fi Thursday night. He is here in the chat. Hi, Hunter. Great to see you.
Okay, so
Hopefully, Hunter Thursday night. Yeah.
hopefully a Hunter Thursday night, as usual.
And Daria, I decided on my song today, and it's gonna be different.
Or Sunday night.
No, but I decided on my song today for Sunday night.
Oh,
Because Daria just said she has it narrowed down to 2. I just decided on mine, and it's gonna be different. So you're gonna have to tune in and find out why.
What?
Already left with
Oh,
intrigue.
no. So check it out on Sunday.
All
They
right.
don't
6
know.
o'clock p.m. Pacific,
give you
everybody.
guys a hint. She's playing harmonica.
Or Hunter.
I know, right?
Well, wait, Mike, you got to include Mike in that too, because Mike Pierce has done a couple songs with harmonica.
Yeah.
True.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Hunter. Everybody here in the chat. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Couple of names left on the wheel.
Let's do it.
The thing.
50-50 chance now.
All right.
That's cool.
Here we go. Who's gonna close out the show?
This wheel is brought to you by Pepsi.
Okay.
Craig is next.
So Paul gets to close the show.
Begin and close the show. Good tonight.
Paul's a bookend.
I know.
Ah.
Craig,
So
what made you appreciate Sam even more, or just your friends in general?
You know what? I'm going to stick with what I said earlier about Sam because it does say how I feel about Sam. And friends, I'm going to be honest, if it wasn't for friends like us here on the Vaudacity Network, as well as other people, getting through these last 18 months would have been horrible, really. And each and every one of you helped make this possible. You know, without friend, I mean, it's friends are so much a part of, I'm going to say, our lives. I mean, they are very much a part of my life, but I know that they are very much a part of our lives. And I can't imagine not having somebody that I can just call on just every now and then and say, hi, how are you? Catch up with them. Some of my friends I've known since high school. One who happens to be watching tonight, Don Emery, and, it's
But,
what?
I was going to say it's me.
Well, no, you're number 2
Oh,
on that. But it's, sometimes maybe you step away from them for a little while. You move out of the country, move out of town, or just life gets you busy. And you can always come back to your friends and pick right up where you left off. And it's almost as if you didn't skip a beat. And I treasure and value every one of my friends, my Vaudacity friends, my friends, and just everybody. And you guys are very important to me. So bless you. Thank you for being a friend.
And so, with that beautiful lead in, Craig will be singing the theme song to the Golden Girls.
Yes. I was just about to start singing that, but you started talking, so I was like, oh wait.
Lindsay tosses in a, hey, it's me, Stan.
Beautiful, Craig. Beautiful. What will you be singing?
Well, tonight, there are a lot of things that friends do. They listen, and in many cases, you can kind of lean on them. So this number one song that I selected was released in 1972, and it's considered Rolling Stone's 208th song out of their 500 greatest songs of all time. The artist's childhood was considered the inspiration for this song, which he wrote after moving to Los Angeles and found himself missing the strong community ethic from his hometown in Slab Fork, West Virginia. And the artist has said, I bought a little piano and I was sitting there just running my fingers up and down the piano. In the course of doing the music, that phrase crossed my mind. So then you go back and say, okay, I like the way that phrase, lean on me, sounds with this song. So this is the second gold single from Bill Withers, and the song is called Lean on Me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Jackman.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road and I'll share your load if you just call me. Call me if you need a friend. Call me if you need a friend. If you ever need a friend, call me. Call me. If you need a friend, call me.
Yay. We don't have sound effects yet, but yay. I love that. I love that
Thank
song
you.
so much.
You know, it's a song that is basically, you know, how to be a friend.
Yeah. I love it.
Thank you, David. Yes.
I'm trying to call. You're not picking up, Craig. Come on. What's going
Oh,
on?
darn it. Sorry.
Well, give it up one more time for Craig Jack, man.
Thank you very much.
Let's hear it again for David Benjamin. Amanda Benjamin.
And that leaves one more person to close out the night in the way of Paul Carganilla.
I thought he was going through all our names because he was expecting everybody to log off now.
And that's the end of our show.
Not quite, but no, I'm sure we have a great song. Okay, well, that started it right there.
No, I just know it's like 11 p.m. on Sunday night, so everybody's trying to get to sleep. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and celebrating friendship and Mr. Sam Mikulich.
Yes.
Yeah. I know he'll watch it back and be very appreciative of everybody being here and all of the celebrations of his life. I appreciate his life. And I was just gonna say, as I go into my last song, if anybody knows like the backstory of like what happened to Sam right before the pandemic hit, and what he has done, what he has built, and what he's done in his journey since then, like you can't help but be inspired by his willpower and his strength. And obviously, David touched on it before his song, but just like having just the most incredible wife in the world is just like so important to, so just like there's no way to quantify or to measure that the impact and the importance of having not only a support system within your friends, but in your home and in your partnership in life. And so I want to give a special shout out to Tina Mikulich for, everything, just every way she behind every good man is a much better woman. And gosh, we love you, Tina. We love you, Sam. And Sam, you are an inspiration to everybody. And this was actually a tune that Stephanie Renee Wall did on the season finale before summer started, the season finale of Polly's Online Variety Show, as we plan to pick it back up next Sunday.
You see what Paul did there? That was a good pivot.
Yes. Very true.
Amongst friends here. I'm gonna do a little Bette Midler and bring it home for the evening. But don't forget, David Tuesday, Amanda Wednesday, Hunter Thursday, and we'll be back Sunday with Polly's Online Variety Show. And we'll see you on the other side. It might have been cold there in our shadow, to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let us shine. That's your way. You always walk a step behind. So we are the ones with all the glory. And you are the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're our hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. You might have appeared to go unnoticed, but we've got it all here in our hearts. We want you to know we know the truth. Of course we know it. We'd be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. Sam, you are the wind beneath our wings. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be. Oh, and I can fly higher than an eagle. For you are the wind beneath our wings.
That was awesome, Paul.
So good.
We love you, Sam. Happy birthday. Congrats on
happy
another
birthday.
revolution around the sun. And we love you to all of our friends and family out there in the online.
To everybody who had a birthday recently too.
Everybody, did we even collect any? Did we?
I didn't see any in the chat.
Well, to Denny and to Sam. And in case nobody has told you this weekend, we're proud of you. And we love you. We'll see you Tuesday night for David's Panano Man.
And don't forget to send me requests. Send them in.
At Vaudacity.online.
Yeah.
It is.
Amanda, are you going to put the one on the wheel, that Hamilton one I requested once that you didn't end up doing?
I did. I
You
did
did?
that.
No, well, you did one of them. There were two.
Oh, okay.
I'm not giving away
We
my.
will talk.
Yeah.
I think it was that one, actually. I love
Which
that.
actually, that show did win on an Emmy tonight for special.
Oh, I was wondering how that would turn out.
Yeah.
Have a great week, everybody. We will see you Tuesday night for David Benjamin's Panano Man.
Talking to myself and feeling old. Sometimes I'd like to quit. Nothing ever seems to fit. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down.